how's it going and welcome to the Try Time podcast. Stay tuned for your weekly dose of rugby league chatter, discussing what's happening in the world of rugby league.
Hello, welcome back to the Try Time podcast. I'm Callum.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're going to be talking all things Championship and League One. We're going to start off going through the signings and then we're going to move on to the kits, a bit like more lighthearted stuff. So yeah, I'll move over to Matt, who's got all the signings down on his phone.
So as with last time, there's a lot of signings. Can't really remember them all off the top of my head, particularly for someone that probably watches about 5 games of below Super League things a year, whatever's put on the Our League app.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we'll kick off with the Championship and Batley. Now, as some of these players will be a bit less known than the Super League ones from last time out, we're going to quickly go through the players, and if there's anyone in detail to talk a bit more about, we'll touch over that particular move. So in terms of Batley, they're ins for the year. Ben White from Barrow, Luke Hooley from Wakefield, Lucas Walshaw, Dale Morton, both from Dewsbury, Sean Pick, Sheffield, Jack Blagborough from York City, and arguably the biggest signing from Batley, Sean Lunn, Hull Kingston / Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah. So I'd say a lot of the signings, and taking Lunn out of the equation, a lot of the signings are just solid Championship players that are Championship.
Survival's definitely the aim with this season, to move further away from that danger zone.
Yeah, they're just good, solid Championship players that'll definitely do a job for them. They're not going to blow anyone away, but they're just going to do the job. And then with Sean Lunn, that's a really big pickup. Great defensively in middle, great, obviously, just a leader, experienced. I think they could shock a few people Batley with a team like that, as well as obviously the players they already had as well.
Yeah, and it's not too often you get a grand final and League Leaders Shield winner come through the door at Championship level.
Mid-level Championship club, yeah, definitely.
Moving on to the part of the episode you've been waiting for.
Oh god, Bradford.
Rowan Mills, Hull KR.
On loan, even though we're our player already, so
yeah,
kind of don't count us in it.
Adam Brooks also loaned from Hull Kingston.
Yeah, good play.
Are they your feeder club or something this year?
Well, I know where their feeder club by the looks of it.
Greg Johnson from Salford.
Yeah.
Anthony England from Wakefield Trinity.
Yeah.
Sam Barlow from Drug Bands Arrows. Sorry, unattached.
Yeah.
And Levi and Zongu, Hull FC.
Yeah, good signings. I mean, we hadn't blown anyone away with them signings, but they're very good players, and I think we'll shock a few players. I don't think we'll be amazing because we've lost a lot of good players, but I think some just good pickups, smart pickups. Probably not going to cost us too much money either, which is what we kind of need to be cost effective. Not living as means this season.
Don't we know Bradford and cost effectiveness, how that goes?
So I think they're good signings. I think a player like Barlow, he's gonna be a bit of a wind up merchant. It's kind of what Bradford have missed for a couple of years. Is someone in middle who's ain't afraid to sort of throw a punch or two. What you need in the Championship. It's not the same as Super League. It's a different game.
Yeah, that's fair. More or less points than last year. A lot of talent's gone out the door.
People forget that last year we lost some questionable games, like away at Wigan to Widnes, where arguably we should have won.
You also won some questionable games, at home to Leeds.
Yeah, but that's not in the league. But what I'm saying is, we was only, I think, 1 or 2 points off of Fev, who came 5th and ended up getting to the playoff final. So we actually had a really good season last year.
No Hitchcocks, no Webster.
No Ethan Ryan. And basically, his whole backline is essentially
no Minchella.
Less points than last year, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah, solid attempt to make up for some of those players.
Yeah. It just is what it is, isn't it? You got to do what you got to do.
Now, Dewsbury, very active in the transfer market.
As always.
Matt Fleming, Chris Anakin, Dom Speakman, Fraser Morris, John McGrin. Sounds very much like John McGinn. I'm definitely going to make that mistake at some point this year. Jason Walton, Sam Moorhouse, Sonny Esselmont, James Thornton. God, this list goes on and on. Davy Dixon, Connor Scott, Morgan Punchard, Will Oakes and Tommy Brayley.
good signings. Obviously, it's a big turnaround by the looks of it, but some good young players, some good experienced players, some good like Super League experienced players like Anakin, who's only young, Will Oakes as well. Like there's some young players.
Yeah, already coming out the door from Hull despite only being picked up this year.
Yeah.
We said there were probably a lot going to instantly leave on loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad there. I think, again, a bit like Battler,
Steady.
looking to get away from the danger zone a bit more.
Yeah, they should be fine.
We think. On to Featherstone now, the runners-up last year, and arguably probably one of the favourites again, would you say, for promotion?
Top 5 favourite stuff, like top 5 lock-ins sort of thing. But we'll speak more about that on like in the new year. We're going to have the
predictions video
for
once the signings
league
are a bit more confirmed.
Yeah. Once we know a bit more, like,
and also once we've been to a few more pre-season games, be it for our clubs or others.
Yeah, definitely.
So we have a few lined up, which we will talk about a bit more detail.
A bit going into depth about some of the games and some young players that are coming through and stuff.
In terms of Fed signings, then Craig Hall instantly looks to stand out from Hull KR.
Yeah, I would agree.
He'll be joined by Jake Sweeting, Brett Ferris, another big name there, grand final winner, league leader. Dale Ferguson.
Yeah.
I swear he was at Featherstone last year.
He was, but I think he might have been
his
on
contract
from
expired, then he picked up,
Yeah.
Dean Parata, Louis Jouffre, Alex Susino. God, they're really challenging these pronunciations compared to Thomas Minns, that's a bit easier to say. And Ben Blackmore from Sheffield. Definitely looking at promotion.
Definitely,
really.
Like, I think an underrated one is Ben Blackmore, the last one you said, because I've watched him for Sheffield for a couple of years, and he's a really good winner.
I think Ferris will actually pull his weight at that level.
Do a job, yeah. I would say I think they'll be top 5, definitely.
I honestly could see Featherstone going up this year.
Could you?
Yeah, I think more so than last year. And
pop filter's gone.
Yep, and this time it's not you. Fortunately, I can actually stand this up a bit quicker. Halifax. Again, not too many players, but focus more on pushing for the top 5. Paul Braley, Matt Garside, Scott Griggs, Keegan Hurst, Tom Gilmore, Keil Carlisle and Jody Broughton.
Again, solid signings. They'll definitely push on. Not as impressive as Fev signings, I'd say, but they've got to be up there. You know, like they're going to be challenging for top 5. Which had a disappointing year in the league last year. They was very poor with Halifax.
Did they win? They got to the semi-finals of the Challenge Cup.
Yeah, that's that. I think that kind of was a sacrifice where they kind of went for that, which is fair play to them. Like you do what you do it like you want to do. But I think this year they want to like be top 5 in the league. It's a big opportunity to get to Super League.
Probably got a ground that's not too far off either, to be fair.
Oh, the ground would be fine in Super League. There's worse grounds in Super League.
Yeah, I've been to
Definitely.
the Shea a few times. It's a pretty
It's
decent
alright, actually. Yeah, I know. It's a good away. It's a good away day.
Multi-story car park, the Selby Park pretty cheap in as well.
Yeah, true. Easy access, like bus train. We're just bigging up Halifax now.
Apparently
Big
so.
stadium.
Yeah, travel to Halifax, everyone, apparently. We're not on commission. On to Lee Centurions, another team very much pushing for a Super League return. Ryan Innes, Matty Wilder, Ben Helliwell, Nathan Mason, Callum Field, Nick Glower, Danny Addy, Mark Ioane, Craig Mullen, Josh Woods, and the big name Jared Sammett.
All good signings. I think they are
very good signings.
What best that we've seen so far in terms of signings. Like
they maybe had a bit of a way to go, I think, because they were in and around the top 5, but probably not really a team you'd have put
they
money
got
on
knocked
based
out
on
by
squad.
Yeah, they got knocked out by Fev last year in the first round of
pretty convincingly, actually.
Yeah, and I could see I think something different will happen. I don't think they'll be like that again this year. I think they'll push on. I think it's going to be tough at the top.
Player.
I think it's going to be tight at the top.
Sammett, basically the main reason London got promoted.
Yeah.
Danny Addy's got experience at the highest level. Ioane looks very good at
all good championship players as well, like all good players who were like established in championship, like Danny Addy.
Yeah.
Played a lot in championship sort of thing.
Moving on to London Broncos, and again, they'll be looking for a return to Super League.
Yeah.
Dan Norman, Ollie Ashell-Bott, Josh Walters, Reece Curran, Jordan Williams, Corey Aston, and Tuoyo Igodo. Their signings
Good
for
signings.
this year.
Oh, have you got it? There we go. Yeah, good signings. But I also don't think that's going to be enough to send them back up. But I think because they have lost a lot of players.
Yeah, I'd agree
That's what
with
we're
that.
not really including here is like the outgoings. But I know that London have lost a lot of players.
They have, yeah. You look at the destinations they've come from. Obviously, Igodo from Cass, Corey Aston, probably the biggest signing there, Castleford.
Yeah.
Arguably will replace Samet, which they lacked last year.
Yeah. I'd agree.
But in terms of everyone else, couple from Widnes, Featherstone, London Scholars, they're not really ambitious promotion chasing signings.
No. They'll be top
And don't
five.
get me wrong, they did a good job on a low budget last year.
Yeah, true.
And players like Josh Walters will be a good addition, despite only coming from Featherstone.
Yeah, definitely.
But maybe top 5, but I don't potentially fancy them to get to the £1 million game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
On to now Oldham, and I'll admit that I don't think I know a single name on here. So this could be interesting to talk about in more detail. Declan Kay, James Worthington, Lewis Charnock, John Hutchins, George Sherry, Dan Abram, Harry Aronson and Adam Brook. Very much Brexit rugby over here.
I know some of them good players like Adam Brook. Adam Brook used to play Came from Football Academy, sort of like Championship League 1 level, sort of decent halfback. What else have you said? Lewis Charnock. Again, I've seen him play for Bradford before. He's sort of like just a good halfback who can play.
Again.
And then Worthington, good enough. I just think they're just good signings, but I don't think they're going to it's Oldham at the end of the day. They've just been promoted from League 1. They're not going to break the bank, I don't think.
Survival?
That's what they're going for. Whether or not they get it is questionable. Not on Oldham, it's on how good certain teams do. Like Swinton last year were absolutely unreal and completely surpassed their expectations.
To be fair, they have been signing from the likes of Barrow, Rochdale, Dewsbury. They are trying to get Championship players in.
Yeah.
They're not just thinking, if we go down, we've got a good squad for League 1 again.
Yeah, true.
So, we'll wait and see what happens on that. On to Sheffield now. A few names I do recognise on here, thankfully. Zach McComb, Robbie Ward, Isaac Farrell, Scott Wheeldon, Rob Warrincy?
Rob Warrincy?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's how you pronounce
it's just
that. Connor Bauer, Frankie Mariano.
Some good signings like Rob Warrincy.
I can't believe Mariano's still playing.
Established winger in Championship especially. Going to be good.
Robbie Ward will be a decent player. Hooker / halfback. Typically in his time at Leeds.
The one I do like for Sheffield is Isaac Farrell from Huddersfield. I think
that's
a lot last year. Huddersfield,
signing.
Good sort of young player. I think that's definitely a good signing.
I think Scott Wheeldon will probably do a job as well from Featherstone.
Yeah, definitely. He's just one of them big sort of Championship. Well, played a bit Super League early career. Now he's got to Championship. He's adapted his game and it suits him more. And he's doing well at it. Obviously, he's getting contracts. So
yeah. Could be an okay season for Sheffield.
Yeah, they'll
one of the surprise
pushed
packages of last season.
And they definitely, I think, will do the same again this year.
Yeah.
I think you got to look at literally. It's got to be what it was last year. There were probably There were top 6 really. I know there were top 7 too, because there were 5 who got the playoffs. Then there were
Bradford that missed out.
Bradford was 6th and Sheffield was 7th. So there were them 2 challenging, and then you've got. So
then
look down, you had
Dewsbury and Batley, then Swinton.
But then you had Halifax, who had a really poor season, obviously concentrated on Championship, and you had Winders, who had the point deduction. Otherwise, they'd have been up there with Bradford and Sheffield.
And I'd like to think Halifax will be in the question again this year. There's 9 sides really that could go up.
Yeah, well, I don't necessarily think Sheffield, Bradford, probably even Halifax. So certain teams couldn't go up, but there's definitely
the top 5.
Top 5 contenders. I think it's going to be such a good season. As a neutralise you, I bet you probably should. I'd advise you to get some of them games.
Fortunately, I have the perfect job for working weeks, so I can probably get to a few Championship games this year.
On a Sunday, a Sunday afternoon, even if it's like a Fev against I can't think now, but like Fev,
You
Halifax.
could have just picked Sheffield. We've just talked
Yeah, I
about
could have
them.
picked any out. Like, you know what I mean? Get some game. I think there'll be a few more on telly potentially. Hopefully. Sky sort of pull the finger out, although that's an other discussion.
Let's not get on to the dangers
Right.
of Sky Rugby League.
Where are we going
Instead,
next?
we're moving on to Swinton. Brandon Wood, Louis Brogan, Mitch Cox, Sam Grant, Ben Hayes, Joe Digby and Taylor Brown. Again, Brexit rugby.
You sort of good Championship League One standard players, but they have lost a couple of, like Matty Ashton, who's a very good player. Like, he's tore, I know he tore Bradford apart last year. He's tore a few other teams apart. Big loss. I really do worry for Swinton, but I worried for them last year and they managed to pull it out. They always seem to have one or two players who break through, but then end up getting sold at the end of the season. So.
And good youngsters from Wigan, Warrington, you'd expect them to be some talent coming out of that academy.
Yeah.
And if they kick on, Championship could well be a good level for them.
Yeah,
to really
true.
Flourish.
True.
Moving on to Toulouse, another one of the promotion favourites. The surely now 56-year-old Harrison Hansen linked up with them. Frank Winterstein moving over from the NRL, probably the biggest name in the Championship signing-wise. Jai Hitchcock, which Callum has only just finished crying about before we started recording this one, and Lloyd White from the Mackay Cutters, another Aussie feeder club. They're going big here at Toulouse.
Yes, I think they're pushing for. They're pushing to go up.
They want to go up, 100%.
And honestly, I said to you before recording, I said if I was to pick a team right now who I thought would go up, it'd be Toulouse.
I'd say this is not even just the foundations for going up. This is the building blocks for becoming the best French side in Rugby League.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the aim for Toulouse, 100%.
I just think they've built what they've got now slowly. They're just slowly building it up, and then
they're not
rushing it. They're not splashing all the cash at once and making smart moves, which fair play.
Yeah, I think could be a good season. Moving on to the last 2-3 clubs now. Whitehaven, Ellis Gillam, Glenn Riley, Carl Dixon, Jamie Thackeray and Brett Carter. Solid signings, not spectacular.
Trying to settle themselves into Championship, which I think they'll do with them signings. Again, I think they'll be towards bottom, but I also think they're that good at home. Whitehaven up in Cumbria, I think they'll be.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be going down in a way.
Unfortunately.
That might be a bit too far to travel.
Right, Widnes.
Again, very active in the market, Widnes. Jake Spedding, Kenny Baker, Dion Cross, Pat Moran, Liam Cooper, Logan Tompkins, a big signing for them. Shane Grady, Jack Johnson, Connor Dwyer, and of course Matty Smith.
Good signings.
Very much top 5 hunt this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Logan Tompkins straight out the grand final.
Even a player like Shane Grady, great Championship second rower. I know you probably don't know much about him, but played for Halifax last year.
It says a lot when he's a player that I've actually come across in the Championship.
Yeah, really good, solid second rower. Anyone who watches Championship will tell you that. Good player.
And we saw how Kevin Brown, pretty average at Warrington, big player for Widnes.
Yeah.
Manny Smith could have the same effect, I think.
Yeah, could do. You could be right with that.
And lastly, York City Knights, again, a team looking big this year. Will Sharp, Ben Johnston, Danny Washbrook, Chris Clarkson, James Green, Elliot Wallace and Jimmy Kinehorst.
Some right signings. Again, they're going to be top 5. I really couldn't predict my top 5 right now.
York could go up with that set of signings.
There's a good few teams who I think there's probably about 7 teams out of the 9 that we said top 9 that I think
top 5.
You could argue I'll lock to top 5. I think Bradford and Sheffield are 2 that aren't, but are definitely going to be up there.
Yeah.
But I think
York will up to be.
York should be top 5 as well as Toulouse, probably London, Fev, and then you've got your Leeds, your Halifaxes.
I'd argue Lee are probably the best set out of the rest of them. But
but you don't know how they're going to play.
A bit of bad form, a couple of injuries could change all that.
Definitely could. So that's Championship.
That's the Championship signings.
We'll have a quick break.
We'll be back onto League One shortly, followed by
the
kits from the
summary of some of the kits.
Divisions.
So, be right back in about a second.
5 minutes later.
Right, guys, welcome back to the Try Time podcast, where we're now moving on to the League One players. We're not going to go through everyone's sort of signings like we did for Championship, as a little less well known, so we don't know every single player that well.
No.
So we're just going to do the top 5 players that we've looked through, all the signings and the top 5. So
sorry if you're a fan of the League One, Callum wanted it in more depth.
But we'll be doing the prediction. We'll do the prediction.
We'll do a prediction for League One. Granted, it may have been made completely off the top of my head.
We'll look through
no
teams.
prior knowledge, but
I know a bit about League One.
Yeah,
I
mean, Bradford were only there like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
so.
true. Right, so are we going through? This is the no particular.
Yeah,
order.
these are just
the top 5 going alphabetical for the teams.
Wise. I picked out Lee Jewett as the first of the standout signings
for
Barrow Raiders.
That's it. Good
Obviously,
Super League experience.
Exactly. Over, I think, 100 games for Salford in all competitions. Probably best known for the try for Castleford against, I think it was Wigan, that sent them through to the Challenge Cup final in 2014, which we won't go into what happened there against Leeds. Cute looking smug for all of you those that are on the audio sites rather than the video. I think it's a good bit of experience for them. Hull KR he's joined from, so again, Super League team. Was in and around the selection there. And I genuinely think that's the sort of experience that at League One level can rally you forwards around and help push you on towards the championship promotion chase. And Barrow as well, not too far away from the hunt at the top.
Well, they should be because they've just come down, so they should be winning about straight
exactly,
back up,
and that's definitely a sign that's going to help them.
Yeah. Number 2.
So, remember you picked out Ross Peltier to Doncaster.
Yeah, obviously I know a lot about Ross being a Bradford lad, played for Bradford, and I think you even said about when we played, you've seen him play against Leeds and stuff, how good, he had
a very good game that day. Yeah.
He's a good player, and he scored a lot of tries for Bradford, and he's just a proper Bradford lad, and when we got put in special measures, he had sort of not signed any contract, hoping that Bradford could sort of sort themselves out to offer him one, but obviously he had to provide for his family and everything, so he had to secure the job, and that's why he's going to Doncaster. I think good luck to him. I think they're going to be a better team with him. Great forward. He's going to have some highlights in League One, especially. He did when he was with us there. I think it's just great signing for Doncaster, really. Big, powerful forward. Jamaica international as well.
Yeah. Staying with Doncaster, Jack Logan from Hull FC.
Yeah, great signing.
Good signing.
A lot of Super League experience. When Hull have had injuries, he's always that guy who seems to step up on backline. I think I've seen him play in second row a couple of times as well. When they've been that short, it's Hull in it. They always seem to have injuries.
Seem to have horrid injury luck.
Yeah, which is what it is. But I think good luck to him in League One. He probably didn't have to drop down that far, but I guess
I think he could have got a championship game.
He could have. Well, I mean, I definitely took him at Bradford.
Again,
but
Doncaster definitely looking towards promotion.
I think Doncaster definitely could be coming up this year.
So
we'll get on to that prediction.
It gives him a chance to bed in and then championship ready. Moving away from Doncaster for playing.
Even though there is some other good signings from Doncaster,
there are some very good.
But we kind of don't want to just
stick on Doncaster too much.
Yeah.
We might touch on those in the predictions.
Yeah, definitely.
On to Jake Webster to Keighley.
Good signing.
You're definitely very upset about this one again.
I'm not saying I'm very upset about it. I'd say I understand why he left. I don't know why he's gone all the way down to League One, but I guess it's all about the logistics of his family, and he's probably going to get paid the same if he's in Championship or League One, and maybe it's just...
It's not too far to go. Castleford to Bradford to Keighley, they're all in Yorkshire.
Not as much media pressure maybe in League One and stuff, and I just think he'll just enjoy his rugby there. Fair play. Did great for us last season, such a good presence, and I'd love to keep him, but obviously...
And I don't think Keighley will be too far away, actually.
No, I don't think they will either.
They had a good season last year, despite the points deduction.
Without the points deduction, they'd have been in a really good position.
So I think be a dark horse for the championship?
With Webster in that league as well, I think he'll win about it.
Yeah, definitely. And finally to Newcastle, who again, there are a couple of players we could have picked from here. Mikey Wood was the name we suggested, 22-year-old coming over from Bradford.
Yeah, good sort of. I've obviously aside from Bradford from Huddersfield, sort of one of their academy graduates who couldn't quite make it in Super League, come to us really well for us. I think he's one of the most underrated players that Bradford had last season. Definitely man at match performance in my eyes. I know Lily got it, but for the Challenge Cup win against Leeds, he played basically in the front row for about 70 minutes, and he scored a try. Absolute workhorse, great player. honestly, I'm surprised with that great. Maybe to do with like him wanting to go for them, like obviously with the uncertainty at Bradford, but I'll definitely miss him. Great player. He'll do great at Newcastle alongside like some Ashley Gibson that we picked up on,
and Bob Bezic
as well.
Came to mind.
Honestly, I can definitely see two teams going up. Early prediction this early, I would definitely go as Doncaster and Newcastle. They're looking like the two,
definitely.
And I think fair play to them, moving in the right direction. Both teams. I think League One's going to be.
I
a
think
good
they're going to have
league
some
next year.
competition, but it should be a good one.
Good league. That's the top
They're
five.
the five that we picked out.
So
now.
we're going to now move on to
The
our
kits.
top 10 Championship and League One kits, which I have got on my phone.
Now there are some, I'd like to say, very questionable picks here, and I may well chip in at the end with a few caveats as to which
So
I think are okay and which I think is deluded.
I don't actually have these all in an order. I just have the picture, so I'm going to order them now, essentially. But I think I'm going to go for number 10. So number 1 is going to be the best, 10's the worst. We're not going to take ages doing this, right? But we're going to have the green Keighley Cougars kit, which
Is this the away shirt?
I have not got a clue. That's why I said the green one.
I think
I've seen
the
them
red
wear
one's the
green.
home one,
I agree with you. I think that is the case. But the green, so it's obviously they've gone for that like superhero look. You don't like it, do you? I remember you saying.
My one word to describe this is hideous.
Well, there you go. I think it's cool. I don't like it as much as I did when I first saw it. When I first saw it, that's great.
You were buzzing about this at first, and I just thought.
Now I think it's sort of come to the bottom of our list. Not much to say. The green, I don't really know why I don't like the green as much as I like the red, but I'm going to just move on now to.
I prefer the green to the red.
We're moving on now to number 9.
Is the red number 9?
Yeah.
That says a lot about this design. It locks out the bottom 2 on this list.
Again, I just think it pops a bit better in red. But I think it's just going to be a fun kit where you're going to see.
What's the old wives' tale about red and green? We have a green logo plastered on a red chest.
Yeah, looks good.
They're not South Sydney Rabbitohs, are they? Come on.
But I think when you see Jake Webster absolutely filling this kit out, it's going to look absolutely quality. It's going to like.
Of course, it comes back to him checking out Jake Webster in his new kit.
No. Not like that. Right, so good kits from Keighley. They're the only. I'll tell you this: they're the only team with 2 kits actually on there on
Good.
this list.
So that'd be a bit dull.
Number 8, we're going to go with Rochdale. Kind of basic kit.
This reminds me of a very, very vintage Trinity kit with the colours.
With like the red as well.
It looks
there,
like a cycling jersey, actually, the more I look at it.
Yeah, the picture we're looking at now is not the one with anyone wearing it, so I think that'll be telling.
It's the animated one, which is probably why it looks quite cycling jersey.
Yeah.
I quite like it, I'll be honest.
It's quite smart, I think.
Good colour scheme.
Worth it for 8th on list, I'd say.
Yeah, I think they probably are. It should be at the lower end of the top 10, but it's a fair one to put in.
So then we're going to go with I'm deciding on the spot here.
I'd have ranked it higher than what you have, by the way, considering some of what's in your top 10.
We're going to go with the one that Matt loves the most.
I hate this shirt.
The Barrow kit.
I hate this shirt so much.
It is, and how did I describe it to you? It is the kit, like on like a Rugby League live game, you'd create a kit, and it's like, this is what that kit would look like, where you go for like the mad like purpley and like the light neon green.
Purple, green and white could make a very nice kit if done properly.
If you can see that, have a look that. Look it up. Great kit. I think it's the away kit.
I can't believe just showing it to the camera rather than just put a picture over.
Yeah, then I have to edit it in. This is light work now. Anyway, nice kit. You don't like it, but I like the way it sort of looks like that Rugby League live kit that you'd make. Funny kit. I love it. Right, so now we're going to go to number 6. We're going to go for the Windus third shirt.
Oh, questionable. One of my favourites of the all top 10.
I like it, but I just think in this picture of Jack Owens modelling it, I just don't think it does it justice enough for like an all black kit. I like the idea. I think it'll look good in person, but I just think it.
Do I think it looks as good as the Liverpool one for when we won the Champions League? No. But
it's got that idea behind it, and it's a good enough kit.
It's not bad, yeah. I think Winners have done alright for kits this year, and I think it's a good enough shirt. I think it's certainly top 10.
Yeah, and that's in 6th. So now we're on to the top.
which does worry me about what you've ranked higher, actually, but...
We've got the top 5. We're going to go with Featherstone away, which I know you're a fan of.
Questionable.
You're a fan of this, aren't you?
I don't dislike it. The sponsor looks a bit clumsy.
Yeah, but I like how it fits the colours.
I like the fact they've kept the logo in the white on contrast to the purple. It doesn't look messy with the shoulder sponsor compared to some in Super League. My question mark is, as soon as you get to one of the big props either side, particularly the man on the left of the
That's
photo
not a prop. You don't know who that is, do you?
He's built like a prop.
Thomas Mins.
I know that one's Tommy Mins. I was actually looking at the guy on the right originally, but then I saw the one on the left looks even more built like a prop. No. Whether it's just because McClellan looks very scrawny.
It's not McClellan.
It's not even McClellan, is it? I've just looked at his face, then I'm like, that's definitely not McClellan.
Right, you've messed this up already, right? He's messed up Fev. He don't know Fev. Basically, Matt doesn't know the Fev.
Basically, they're just a Castleford's backside, aren't they? Even though they're a lot nicer people than I've been to Featherstone. I've never tried to be punched by a Featherstone fan. So in terms of ranking them as fans, I would put them ahead of Castleford.
You reckon?
In terms of a place, Featherstone is basically just somewhere out the backside of Castleford.
Yeah. Right, well, I'd say about this kit is
it doesn't suit the more portly gentleman on the pitch. There we go.
It looks like it's a bit of a Newcastle-funded design type kit. I've seen Newcastle wear a similar kit to this. But it's a nice design. It's 5th, but top 5. So now we're going for number 4. We're going to one that you actually don't like. I remember you saying that. The Coventry Bears.
I don't dislike it. Whether or not I would have put it in the top 10, I don't know. It's very Wycombe Wanderers to me.
It's very football design. It looks like a football kit, but I like it. I like the difference. It's not something you'd expect.
It's the right sort of colours.
I can't wait to see a big fat prop forward in it.
Again, I don't know how it'll. A bit like Featherstone. I don't know what it's going to look like on the big lower league
prop classic rugby league prop. Yeah.
More bounce than conditioning.
Yeah. That's fair enough. But I think it's nice, different sort of.
Still can't believe you've ranked this idiot shirt in the top 3, but I'll let you carry on.
These top 3 are shirts that you like. I swear they are.
They're not, but come on, number 3.
Number 3.
Okay, it's the one I don't like.
Why? You like this shirt? You told me you like this.
There's a lot of things I like about this shirt and a lot I don't. It's the Whitehaven
away kit.
Yeah. I didn't want to mess that bit up as well. I like the gold on the grey. The sponsor looks stupid. I mean, who are Think Tattoo or Jink?
It says pink, I think, does it?
That's not a P.
Pink tattoo, isn't it?
The P goes the wrong way then on the swirl. Whoever the hell they are. The colour scheme looks fine. BLK, you can't judge the kit manufacturer. For me, the green's dark.
I like the Maori on
Too dark. I do like the Maori on the arm. I like the zigzags on the front. I just think grey is a very dull base colour to go for. And it needed something a bit lighter. More of a silvery grey, I think, would have worked better.
Yeah, I can see that. I like it.
Especially with a better contrast then to the Maori on the sleeves, to the stripes on the front.
Yeah.
At number 2,
we've got your favourite.
I love this shirt.
I'm going to admit the pink North Wales away shirt.
I love the Crusaders away kit.
Pink. It's got like the dragon on it. Like
the dragon in the dark pink. The white V on it looks very smart.
1895 white.
Smart.
At the top there.
Who actually makes this kit? Is it 1895 Sports? Is that the manufacturer?
I would imagine it is, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
That's quite smart then, actually.
It is. The only comment I will say, you've got the badge which works well with the colours against both the white and the pink. It offsets that. On the other side, the sponsor logo probably would have looked better all in the white.
Yeah.
I think the blue from that looks a bit messy on the pink.
Yeah.
Other than that...
What, do you like the Wrexham Lager shirt sponsor?
I do, actually.
It does go, actually, doesn't it?
It fits very well with the shirt, yeah, and obviously very much Wrexham-based.
How a pink kit's going to look?
I mean, we've had a couple.
Yeah, you are.
And I've always liked them.
Yeah.
and they were
I
pretty.
feel like this is a
successful
different
for us.
type of pink, though, isn't it? It's not poppy, it's more of a baby pink, isn't it?
I think it'll look okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Are you ready for the number one?
Yeah, again, I'm done.
Right, we got the Sheffield away kit. I love this kit. I think this kit is so smart.
I think it's okay, but I think there are nicer yellow and black kits in the league.
The way that they're just like the yellow is so like, I just like that like sort of grade of yellow, and I think all the sponsor everything goes, and like the black, the way it's like there, and then the way it's like got like zigzaggy lines on it, and it like just looks, I don't know, it just pops to me. And O'Neill's as well, I think, are a good kit manufacturer.
So in terms of what I would have thrown into the mix there, I think York shirts both look nicer than that one. Particularly their away kit.
I think York shirts are nice, but I don't think they didn't make much.
The black looks effective with all the sponsors in good contrast. The yellow trim on the arms and the lower body, for me, work really well. In terms of other kits, the Swinton home shirt,
that's smart.
The use of the light and the dark blue looks really smart. The white V, again, popping nicely to that one. I think as well, the London shirt's pretty smart, but I don't think
it's just typical.
Made the top 10. Halifax, very typical.
You like the Dewsbury?
Not a fan of Dewsbury and Fev home shirts.
Bradford? I actually haven't put Bradford in my list, even though I do
like
really
Bradford.
Like that shirt.
I think it's controversial, one of the worst ones they've had in recent years.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion. It's one of them.
The one I like actually comes out of League One, and it's the Workington Town home kit.
Oh yeah.
One of my favourites is this one. I think the Toyota logo works really well on the blue crossing into the white. My only doubt is it's very cluttered with sponsors.
Yeah,
the number of logos
they're making
on
the money.
there
They're making the money anyway.
A bit excessive, but yeah, for me that is, in terms of design, one of the better kits.
Yeah, it's a nice kit. Yeah, and I think that's our
top 10. If you've got any others that you think we've missed, or where you think I'm wrong, or someone that wants to be very clever and try to just actually this Featherstone player is so and so alongside Tommy Mins, then
I do know that player is, but I just don't know off the top of my head. You know, when
I can't think of his name.
Oh, it's Render. Jack Render. Is it Jack Render?
It might well be.
His last name is definitely
I recognise the face, yeah.
Right, so we're going to come back. We're going to have another quick break. Then we're going to come back and do like we did last episode. We're going to do some trivia. Matt's going to be judging me on some trivia,
which could be interesting.
Try along yourselves. We'll just be back in a second. So, yeah.
5 minutes later.
Right, welcome back to the Try Time podcast. We're back here with some trivia now after the main parts of the episode. So it's over to Matt, who's going to be giving me some trivia.
Okay, so we've got 3 questions today. One very much quick fire. Here's the facts, do you know it or not? Again, we're going to go revisit a game of our favourite clubs past. Can we remember who scored the tries? And also look to a particular season in Super League history and try and work out again who were the top try scorers that year. We might eventually mix that up and go for some different stats.
Yeah, we will do, yeah.
First of all then, who holds the record for the most international caps for Australia?
For Australia? So I'm looking for a single person.
Single person.
Jonathan Thurston?
No,
it's got to be Cameron Smith on it.
It's not. This pops up in the programme actually from the Boxing Day game at Leeds Wakefield, and I did know this one, so you're under a bit of pressure here.
Meninga?
Nope. You're on the right lines with a half-back.
Lockyer?
Yes.
Oh.
Darren Lockyer.
That's not
Eventually you got there.
Yeah. The others have got to be up and around him.
They will be around there, but not to put it out there, Lockyer was my first guess. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, you can't help it. So, we're getting not too far history, and we all know how much he loves Bradford in the Super League. So, and he also wants to shut up about the Challenge Cup, so this seems fitting. All the try scorers from Bradford's last win in the Super League against Leeds Rhinos on the 1st of August 2014.
Last win?
Yes.
The try scorers?
Yes.
How many is there for each team?
There's 3 on each team.
3, so 6 altogether?
Yes, and as a bonus,
and what was the score? What was the score?
14-20 to Bradford.
We're at odds.
It was at Headingley. I was at this game.
I will have been. Wait, Sidlow?
No.
Ian Sibbett?
No.
I swear it was forward line. That might be a different game.
There are...
I
don't think there was any forwards on here.
Elliot Keir?
Nope.
Wait, I'm going to go Leeds because that'll
Go
be
Leeds first.
Ryan Hall?
No.
Ablett?
No.
Watkins?
No. I did say these are some very obscure players.
Ian Kirk?
No. He was at Wakefield back then.
How do I know that? I'm just going off the bed of weird play. James Jones Buchanan?
No.
Who have you been at Leeds then? 2014? Hardacre?
Was the kicker for the Rhinos who kicked 1 of the 3.
Which means I would imagine Sinfield. Well, was Sinfield gone by then? No, he won't worry.
Sinfield was still there.
Didn't play it, I imagine.
Didn't play. This was around the time that McDermott decided it would be a good idea to start introducing Liam Sutcliffe a bit more.
Liam Sutcliffe?
No. I'm not going to give you an answer.
Watkins?
No.
I've already said Watkins.
You haven't. Only one.
Briscoe? Briscoe wanted to do winger then, weren't it? With Ben Jones Bishop.
We had both that season.
Which one were it? Who scored?
I'm going to tell
Ben
you.
Jones Bishop?
No.
Briscoe? Luke Briscoe?
Yes.
I
couldn't really give that either way.
Singleton?
No.
Cuthbertson?
No. One of them only left recently.
Garbutt? No.
No.
Recently. Jamie. No,
Injury
Jamie Jones.
prone.
Steve.
Had a dodgy eye.
Galloway? He
No.
won't be then. Had a dodgy eye.
He had to retire because he had something with his eye and he couldn't see very well.
Carl Ablett?
No.
I think Carl Ablett.
Also, came over in 2010 from Gold Coast.
Is he only just retired from Leeds?
Yes. Not last year, the year before, I think. Full of tattoos. You've got people screaming this at you.
Full of tattoos?
Number 15.
Wait, don't give me any more clues.
I don't think I can give you any more clues.
Number 15.
A tattooed Aussie that joined from Gold Coast at the start of the decade, who retired.
What position? Give me the position.
Originally centre, then moved into second row.
Oh, Delaney.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You won't. I don't think you'll get the third one then, because it's another Aussie forward.
Right.
Who was very affected by injuries and never really had a massive run in the team. Left a couple of years ago now. I think back in 2016 he left.
What position? Like
second row / loose forward.
Right, cool. We'll go on to Bradford. We'll go on to Bradford
All right.
now. So I've got 2 at Leeds, haven't I? And I've got no Bradford.
One of them is now at Leeds, which should be very easy for you.
One of the Bradford players?
Yes.
Alex Mellor?
No.
That was a good guess, though.
Also
That
was
is a
your
good
kicker that day.
Who's that? Our kicker on that day that's now at Leeds?
Yes. Former Man of Steel.
Oh, Luke Gale, obviously. Yeah, Luke Gale.
That's the easy one. Moved on to Huddersfield.
Lee Gaskell?
Yes.
Right, don't give me any more clues now, because I know what Bradford player. Right, Gaskell. So,
I don't know if you'll get the other guy.
forward or back? Oh, you don't even know yourself, do you?
I think he's a winger, but I don't know for sure. I might be thinking of someone else.
Like Keith Lulia. Adam Henry.
No.
Elliot Keir, I've said that.
No,
right?
you said that one. He might not be a winger. Let me check.
Right,
I think I might be thinking of a Salford player that's a winger.
The Leeds player is a second row or loose forward. That's from Australia who left
Yes.
a couple of years ago. Never really been good for Leeds. Did he win? Did he win any grand finals with Leeds? It wasn't
Yes.
where he actually played.
I believe.
I feel
so.
like I know what you mean, but I just when you just can't.
I think he was always okay. No, this is the guy I'm thinking of. He is a winger.
Is he still in Super League? Is he in?
No, he retired after leaving Bradford in 2016. He was at Salford.
Wait,
as well.
Danny Williams?
Yeah. I knew I was thinking of the guy at Salford.
Wait, right.
So this is the difficult one to get. He set up a gym with Ian Kirk, if that helps.
Oh, that's the player I know as well. That's the player I mean. I can't think of his name. Don't give me it though.
In other news, it's nearly 2020,
What-
so it might
what does
we
he-
might be in a different decade by the time you get this.
What's he look like? No, like, give me a skin
Tall.
colour.
White, dark hair. Started out quite short, it ended up being quite moppy by the time he left. Joined around 2012. Let me know when you give up.
What were his number?
He had a few, it was around 17 to 19. He had a couple of years in the low 20s as well. He was always a fringe player. Began with A,
His last name?
yes.
What would his first name begin with?
N.
His last name? Abbott? Oh,
Do you give up yet?
no.
God, I'm regretting this question.
I'm not good at this stuff. I don't know. I'm good at being like what you're doing now. Michael?
No.
Matthew?
No.
Mick? Give me the first name.
Mitchell. Often short
Oh my god. Mitch. What's his last name now? A-Church, that's it. I'll think so many names we've read then.
Mitch A-Church, yep.
I knew that person.
I said there were awkward scores. He said,
Yeah.
no, I'll be right, go with it. It's Bradford, isn't it?
I did get the Bradford ones fairly
did.
easily.
Which kicker of Bradford is at Leeds now?
Yeah. Right, come on, give it next one.
Okay. The top, I'm going to go 10 try scores from the 2011 season.
Top 10?
Yeah, there's a lot of easy names on here, to be fair. There's
From
only...
2011, that's time ago, that's like 10 years ago. Ryan Hall.
Yes. He was at
Wait,
number
do
2.
think quickly, because I'm going to be here a while, so don't break the place. Right, Ryan Hall.
Yeah. There are some very
Where was
good-
Ryan Hall? You didn't give me numbers or where they were.
2.
Justin
One try off the top scorer.
Carney,
No.
Pat Richards,
No.
Charm, the one around there, won't worry.
He was.
Is he on the list?
He is. He's
Where?
at number 7.
Trying to go through big, like, good teams. Well, Leeds were a good team
Think
then.
Wigan.
Well, Wigan Chandler, like, Luluai.
No.
I don't think we'll have been in there, like, when they had, like, Brett Finch.
They had the top try scorer that year. Did Wigan. It wasn't Josh Charnley or Pat Richards.
We're a centre,
No.
winger,
No.
halfback,
No.
fullback.
Yes.
Was that when they had that bald Bowen?
That was 2015, not 2011.
I'm not good with time.
He was
you go.
probably the best player in the 2015 Grand Final where they lost to Leeds.
So we're fullback.
If you can't think Wigan fullbacks from the early 2010s, this is a big problem here because this is a name you should know.
Is he? When did he retire? Is
He hasn't.
Does he still play?
He broke through at number 6.
Does he still play for Wigan?
No.
Who does he play for now?
Catalan.
Oh,
This is embarrassing here.
Tompkins.
Sam Tompkins, top try scorer in 2011. Yeah.
So I've got 1,
You've
2,
got
and
1
6.
and 2.
And 6.
And 7.
7. Hull. Who'll be in
Hull
Hull?
have got a couple on here.
Hull. Lynham.
Nope.
Was he not-
before him?
Wait, have Bradford got anyone on there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Kia?
No.
I can't remember who our winger was, but that was that.
There's no obvious names here that are Bradford backs. They are up. Hull have got a couple, and you were very close with Lynham. You're halfway there, I'd say.
Lied? You
And it's not the Lynham part that's right. It's the other part.
Ham?
No, Tom.
Oh, Makinson.
When has Tommy Makinson been a Hull FC winger?
Well, you said Tom.
For goodness sake.
Briscoe.
Hallelujah. Who was centre? Came out of retirement the other year.
Yeaman.
Yes, they
That's
are 5 and 8 respectively.
Give me a clue.
Warrington, centre and winger partnership.
Atkins.
Yes. 5 and 6, sorry.
Who was that other winger for Warrington?
Moved to Castleford.
Wanaham.
Yes. 4.
How many do I need?
Warrington have another centre up there, back down at number 9, as well as a half back at 10.
So Warrington have a lot. Halfback Lee Breers.
No, the other one.
Myler.
Yes, 10. Above him is another centre, and hasn't really done anything since leaving Warrington. This is one.
Is he in Super League though? Oh, Rhys Evans?
No, I think he's last turned out at Widnes, if I remember rightly. Let me check.
Oh, Chris Bridge?
Yeah, that's the guy. Did he go anywhere after Widnes?
Don't think so, no.
No.
How many have we got left?
So you've got one more to get, and it's a number 3. And honestly, I think... I'm trying to remember where he was in 20, and I want to say it's Hull KR. Yeah, he was. It was Hull KR at 2011.
Winger or?
Centre.
Is he a bit of a
24
journeyman?
tries.
Is he a bit of a journeyman?
He's played for 3 clubs.
What is he playing? Is he in the league at the minute?
He has appeared in a grand final in the last couple of years. I don't want to say exactly which one, because I feel like you've had quite a lot of clubs.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going through the last couple of grand finals. You got...
We are doing a Team of the Decade podcast in the next few weeks, and I actually shortlisted him for this one. He's very much in potential of making it into my Team of the Decade.
Michael Shenton?
No.
That is a good guess, though.
That is a good guess, and he was in the grand final for Castleford a few years ago.
It can't be.
But he
Who was
wasn't at Hull KR.
Webster? Oh, it's Jake Webster.
It's not Jake Webster.
That is a good guess, because he probably were at Hull KR that year.
Was it Cass?
No, not then. He won 2011. I bet Jake Webster were at Hull KR.
I'll check that.
I can guarantee.
In that case, it'll be the other one.
But I don't know the one he's off the top of my head. But that is a good guess as well, because he was the other cast centre in the grand final.
He was at Hull KR, actually.
That's what I mean. That's
penultimate year at Kingston.
See, good guess.
Not a bad one, but it's not right.
So it can't be a cast centre then, because they were 2 cast centres.
No, it's a Hull KR centre.
Yeah, but who played
now.
in? Wait, which means it could be a Leeds centre, but what? No,
because that's
the Leeds centre is going to be
Joel Moon.
Yeah, and it's not either of them.
No, it's not.
Which means it could be the last year Saints centre. It won't Percival or Niguama.
Who did Saints play last year? Salford.
I don't know. I should have gone with Salford straight away.
You should have done.
Chris Weller.
Yes. That was heavy going.
You could have said, to be fair, you could have given me a clue that, played for Bradford. You could have literally just said played for Bradford.
You got that easy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You had to go it straight away. Right.
We discussed you into that, and also I'm more concerned the fact it took you 4 minutes to get Sam Tompkins.
Yeah,
well, the half of Tom Lynham correct at Hull FC becomes Tommy Makinson in 2011.
I think that's been successful. I think I did very well with that. Right.
I mean, you forgot the sheer existence of Luke Gale for a few seconds. But
right. Well, that's it for this
that
episode.
Seems a good
episode 3. So thank you for your continued support. Keep giving us feedback. Let us know if you want a whole
episode of this trivia back because I felt we can get some priceless stumble.
Yeah. Bit of truth. Give us feedback, give us some questions, stuff you want us to cover.
If anyone knows Mitch Church, please do ask him to come on so Callum knows who he is again.
So thank you again. Thank you. I think that's all we've got to say.
If you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. If you're not, why not? Because we have got some exclusives.
So we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the lot now. So make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review because it does make a difference when you leave a review. So
tweet us, message us, anything.
Anything.
Just let us know you exist. That's fine as well.
Thanks for watching / listening, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.